Computer live.
Yeah. Yes, y'all. You are now tuned into the Melodrama Podcast, sponsored by Unified Records. Freshly Broken. What's up? I am one of the hosts. I go by the name of Speak Easy. I'm joined by Big Trip, JG,
What
and
up?
Dima on the
What's good,
28s and
big?
29s. What's up, y'all?
Chillin'.
Shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching this one show because, everybody's moving to these platforms. And what I've noticed, some people don't change how they do their introductions. So some people that are used to performing like live, they'll be like, y'all give it up for so-and-so. So like, but since we're broadcasting now in this space, some people are still saying, yeah, man, just like me saying, all right, y'all give it up for Dima. And then like, Dima's like, wait, who is y'all? There's only us. And it makes it really awkward. So some people have, they got to step their hosting game up. Like, move to the present. That's what, I'm joined by my brothers. I say, fellas, what's up? And then we're just good. So anyway, what's up, fellas?
Chillin', man. What's happening with y'all?
Man, it's been great. This is things have been great considering the circumstances.
Or that's a
He was
good
telling us about his little personal party he was having over there the other day.
Oh, yo, I had like the best social distancing party ever. It was great. My wife and kids were gone. It was just me, like some wine and like some music.
Oh,
And
do
wrestling-
that gay shit, Craig.
And wrestling on silent.
Yeah, and I was watching like old WWE pay-per-view. It was great.
Okay.
So it was just, man, it was so dope. I was just chilling.
He turned the basement into the VIP.
No, see, that's the
Right.
thing. The house was clear. So I was like, you know what? The man cave has moved up one more
You
level.
wasn't sitting on the couch in the living room.
I was all the way in the living room. What are you talking about?
Oh,
With the
shit.
breeze blowing, and like for me, where our couch is sitting out, everybody who's walking by, they can see me. I'm just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. It was great. It was a great party. And then by the time my wife and kids get home, I'm still having my party. I didn't stop playing the music, dude. They walked in. They kind of looked at me. I was like, "What's up, y'all?"
Okay.
It was
I mean,
great.
You do live there, my man.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I'm
I
like,
don't think you'd be welcome at no wrestling events though with wine, fam. I'm just saying. They don't do wine at
right.
Slam Fest.
You
WWW.
got to put it in a paper bag and make it look like a 40.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
That boy
Man.
over there got burgundy beer.
He still got burgundy beer.
Burgundy beer.
Never seen no burgundy beer.
Bring your blood.
That's one of them there micro brews.
You know,
Oh shit, dude.
that's funny, dude.
Yo, dude. So like, yesterday, like, Trip sent something in our group chat, and it was so golden for me that I was like, dude, stop, don't say anything. I want to save it for the podcast. And essentially, let me know if I'm wrong, Trip, but it said basically the first message just said, why do people, or no, why don't you just say what you said? It's the one about why do people, whatever, as you dive into the subject.
I said I'm fucking tired of hearing Drake sing. Like, the motherfucker dropped the album the other day, right? So I'm not a Drake fan. I'm not a Drake hater.
Mm-hmm.
But and when he came out, like I was cheering for him. Like the nigga was rapping.
Yeah.
You know, like he was really rapping. I don't know if it was his bars, but you know, neither there, whatever. He was rapping.
Right.
But now it's like, the motherfucker just like, I don't know what the fuck to call him. So like I'm listening to the new song because Tidal keeps shoving this shit in my face, about the new Drake album. And honestly, when Dima posted it in the group that first night when it released, I thought it was a prank just because of the title. Like the title was like kind of shit. But I went along with it, and I'm listening, and like maybe for like the first 3-4 songs, I'm like, okay, nigga back rapping.
Mm-hmm.
And then like song like 4 or 5 come on, it's like back to the singing shit. And I'm like I'm fucking tired of hearing dudes sing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if I want to hear R&B, motherfucker, I'm gonna go listen to R&B, and I'm gonna listen to somebody who really can hit some notes. Like, this nigga is like singing like fucking tone deaf.
I thought you was finna say Tone Loc.
That too.
No,
They like that too.
it's just singing like, you know, like a motherfucker, like a nigga in the house that can't sing. Like, nigga in one key for like
Dog
the whole
is a-
fucking song.
Dog is a professional in your car in traffic singer. You know what I'm saying? That's how he sound. Like when you sing with the radio and shit. Like, I don't get it, fam.
Dude,
I don't get the love. And you know what's worse about what Tripp's saying?
okay.
Fam already got the pass for having ghostwriters. Like his fans were like, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Get you
Yeah.
some hot verses then, fam, and put them out. Win the niggas back then.
Yeah.
And then that's the fucked up part, because then
He pulled a candle
You
out
get-
of his
you get-
backpack and said, I'm gonna keep singing.
you get 20 fucking songs on the album or whatever the fuck you get. I don't
Okay.
know. I stopped after the nigga started singing. But, you know, that nigga usually do long-ass albums. But you get 4 fucking rap songs, or maybe 3.5, because,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the motherfucker start singing like halfway through the 4th one or some shit. But then, like, every time you rap, you want to say you the coldest. Motherfucker, you're not even a rapper. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to call you.
So if you've been living under a rock, Drake dropped a new project. The project is called Dark Lane Demo Tapes.
Sound like you're going to pick up a fucking prostitute.
Kind of do, fam. I was wondering what that shit meant, actually.
Is,
And he
hold
got
on,
a mask on.
is that what the Tootsie Slide really means?
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
even get me started on that shit.
Is
dude.
that what the
Like,
Tootsie Slide really means? Is he really talking about like he's like trying to like spread wings, so to speak?
like why? And why people giving them props for that shit?
Stuck in
Like,
the slide.
that's like the 3rd remaking of the Ghetto Hokey Pokey. Like, the fuck?
Duh. I heard when that song came out, they said Drake was a genius.
Mm.
I still haven't heard it. Like, I don't listen to that motherfucker at all. I don't give a
Mhm.
fuck if he your favorite nigga on earth. Fuck dude, whole life, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude, light-skinned niggas was trying to make a comeback. That nigga ruined it. Single-handedly, fam. When
What
he
are you
sat on
talking
that damn
about?
TV show and pulled that fucking candle out of his backpack and lit it to set the mood for an interview. Man, what the fuck is wrong with dude? Drake is a white woman. I don't even think that motherfucker a man.
He said Drake
He
is
ain't even a fucking man, dude.
Wait,
Drake of my dude.
hold up. Did you say Drake is a white woman?
Dude, you know what I call
Dude,
Drake? You know
yo,
what I call Drake?
we're
I
only
call
like 5
Drake-
minutes in. That's the name of the show. Drake is a white woman.
I call that motherfucker Beyonce. That's what I call him. And Drake fans is the he hive or whatever. That shit is ridiculous, man. That shit ain't even good. That's the point. You know what, dog? 3 Stacks is one of my favorite MCs ever. If 3 Stacks sing one more time, I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. Put the fucking flute down, nigga. Stop singing. Prototype was
flute
not
down.
cold. That shit was not cold for him.
He said, "Put the flute
Put the
down."
flute down, nigga. Don't say all right one more time, nigga. I'm gonna fuck you up. I don't do.
Oh
Like
my
you said,
God.
fam, you know what, man? You got better examples of singers than Drake and 3 Stacks. If you want to hear a motherfucker sing,
So
over here, listen to these motherfuckers that can sing.
Like,
The
we
nigga
got
at least want you to
Kyrie.
be good.
We got Aaron Hall.
You got a bunch
like,
of cats that can sing.
We got a bunch of motherfuckers that can actually sing. Like,
yo,
and then you thinking about sad shit. So here's the other thing. So when you got
Is it still the same
fucking,
bitch, Trip? Is it still the same bitch? Is he still
Man,
singing
I don't
about
know.
the same bitch? It's been like
somebody keep hurting this
15
nigga
albums,
feelings.
dog. Huh?
But somebody keep hurting this nigga feelings. But here's the fucked up part. So when gangsters
somebody keep
Wait,
hurting
wait.
this nigga feelings.
when gangster rappers
Ow.
keep rapping about selling drugs after they rich, we always talk about, oh nigga, you need to drugs
Right.
no more.
Yep.
This motherfucker's still crying about the same shit. He been in the game what, like 13 years now?
Hey, maybe he
You ain't got
wait.
enough. You ain't got enough money to get a bitch that ain't gonna hurt your feelings.
You know what it is? He waiting on his fans to get their dues.
Oh,
See the people his fans, man, is mostly single women. So he got to
Okay.
keep repping that shit till they match up with some damn body. When his
Okay.
fans match up with somebody, maybe they'll want something different from him. But for now, this bullshit he did on this album, the same shit he did on the last 10, 15 albums, that shit still sell, dog. You got to give the people what they want. That's what the motherfuckers want. Personally,
Dude.
I don't give a fuck
dude,
at all.
it's the
Like,
funny thing is, it's actually a really good album.
I really don't care.
It's a really good album.
Like, you
and
know what, fam?
It's
Since
good
you
for what?
said that, like, if you was to play, if I'm listening to that shit right now,
Mhm.
probably wouldn't be. I can't like cats like Drake. I can't ever listen to the shit when it first come out because it's
Why?
too much hype. I gotta
Okay.
wait for the hype to die down, and then
Yeah.
I go listen to it. Now, if it's good, it's gonna pull me in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I didn't fuck with the East Coast, man, till probably 7, 8 years after the East Coast was popping in hip hop. I was West Coast, and then when I
Yeah.
came back, I found most of the classic shit on my own because it was that good. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit
So,
here, dog, it's
but that's-
gonna sound like everything else he done, man.
But that's the whole thing, though. So, like, here's the thing. So, like, we can argue about whether or not Drake's a rapper, and like,
or man, or man. Trip, how many candles you got in your backpack, fam?
None.
oh my god,
Speak the most secure nigga on earth.
oh,
How many candles you got in your backpack, fam?
zero.
I already know how Dima roll.
You know
They
what I'm
don't
saying?
allow that shit in Russia. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker might not be a man, fam.
Oh, yo. The thing is, so whether he is a man, woman, or child,
All right.
he's like literally on top of the rap game.
For sure.
So like he's on top of the rap game. He's above.
No.
He's above.
But he
Jay-Z.
don't rap. Speak
No.
Trip,
He's
that's
above-
what make it bad.
No. Check it out. He is on
is.
top of the. You know why? Guess what? I was listening to old school hip hop yesterday. Slick Rick, the Amazing Stories. That album.
Mhm.
He's singing on that album. We've never questioned whether or not Slick Rick was a singer or a rapper, but
Because you know why?
Slick Rick
Right.
sang.
Slick Rick sung on that album. He didn't sing for the next 15 years.
Okay, what about Bone Thugs and Harmony?
They rapped more than they sung.
Are you sure? Cause they gonna miss everybody, nigga.
Yeah, a lot too.
And
Yeah,
Yeah,
also,
but in the verses,
Yeah,
you
They
can't
do
say they
rap.
wasn't rapping.
there was some rap singing. It was never in harmony though.
and then hold
In
up,
unison.
Crucial Conflict. Hey, in the middle of the barn.
Don't ever
How
bring
many
that
albums did
song up
Crucial
again.
Conflict have?
I don't know. Nelly.
Where is Nelly now?
Ooh.
When Nelly started singing,
Shots
happened to Nelly?
fired. He said, "Where is Nelly now?" Holy shit! Damn.
when he started singing, what happened?
He did a fucking hit with Garth Brooks.
And then what?
He said, and then what? I don't know, Trip.
Don't get me
Mm,
wrong. The Nelly shit, when he rapping, I'm with that shit. The Garth Brooks song, I'm with that shit. Okay, that shit was dope. But you know
all
what?
in my head.
no, don't speak.
That shit
Don't
is
ever do
something
that shit
where
again, fam.
that's something where you do the shit once to be like, look, motherfucker, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get back where the fuck you claim that you the number one at. Like, you know what? I can't tell you that I'm the best football player in the world, and all I
Mhm.
do is play 3-on-3 with my friends on the basketball court.
That's a great analogy, fam. It's
That's
simple.
true.
That's how the shit is. I mean, fam said, what do you say? First name or last name ever, first name greatest?
Yeah.
And he ain't even write that shit.
He ain't rap since then.
And it's like, damn, fam. And you know what? The motherfucker could actually carry a rap song.
Yeah.
He wasn't,
So-
you know what I'm saying?
But that's the whole thing. So for me, let me ask you guys this. Because of that, I'm gonna make the assumption that whenever we talk top best MCs ever, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume he should never even be mentioned on
Never.
best MCs
No,
list, right?
he's an artist.
Artist,
He's an
He's a
artist.
performing artist.
right?
He
Yeah.
is not a rapper.
Yeah.
So
Never.
that's what I think Drake will go down as the greatest or the first
I won't give him the greatest
rap.
because now the fucked up part is he's an artist. So now he's got to compete, and that's why he won't say artist. He keeps saying rapper. If he says artist, now he's got to compete with real artists.
With the singers and shit. Yep.
And now he got to compete with
And you
the
can't hold a
likings
candle.
of Prince, Michael Jackson, motherfuckers that actually are artists. Bruno Mars.
Oh, okay,
Bruno
okay.
Mars
So
can sing and play every instrument on this album.
so Drake is the greatest rap artist, and because of all the different things that you're saying, Trip, he's not comfortable stepping outside of the arena of rap because now then this is the bar changes.
Yep.
Because for me, I like Drake when Drake raps. That's so I know at least once on every album he will give me something where he just raps his ass off.
That was
one
like the first 3 songs, right?
Remember he released that song called Diplomatic Immunity?
Yeah.
That was maybe 2018, 2019. I still listen to that shit. And all he's doing is just relaxing and spitting that shit. So I think the thing is Drake doing what Jay-Z did but better when he said if true, you know, if lyrics sold, truth be told, I probably so lyrically Talib Kweli. So is
No,
but
no,
I don't know.
no, because Jay-Z was saying that he was talking about content.
Mhm.
Right.
If I could rap about positive shit
Mhm.
and still sell the same way
Right.
when I rap about thug shit, then I
Okay.
rap positive shit. He's
Right.
talking about somebody who not even rapping anymore. And I feel if he got a ghostwriter, niggas with ghostwriters for years. We know Will Smith can't write shit. But all of Will Smith's old songs, we listen to that shit.
I didn't know
And
Will
there's
had
other
ghostwriters.
motherfuckers that we know got ghostwriters. And if the shit hot is hot and you listen to it,
Yeah.
because it's a song and you still gotta perform that shit.
So
but-
do you think he claims that he's one of the best MCs now? Because I ain't really hear like, you know, you do get to a certain level in your career where you don't have to say that anymore, but it seems like he's kind of quieted down on that talk since
bit.
everybody found out that he's
That
got
he's a
some
ghostwriter?
ghostwriters. He's got some ghostwriters. You know what I'm saying? Seems like he's kind of slowly backed off that talk because at first, remember, it was Drake or Kendrick. Or, you know what I'm saying? And J. Cole was like kind of a distant third. You know what I'm saying? But then what happened, then when they found out that Drake really didn't write his shit, Drake fell down. So then now best MCs is that it was Cole Kendrick. And Drake kind of just silently stayed in his lane of I'm the best successful rapped act. And I'm gonna
I think
continue
he-
to win
pretty
that
much.
way.
I think he got silent for a couple reasons too, though.
Talk to me.
I think he got silent behind the little. And I know, like some people say, there's no clear winner, but the beef he had with who was
With
that?
Push?
With Pusha T?
Yeah,
Oh wait, no,
nigga, there was a clear
no.
winner.
Drake. I think Drake even said that he lost.
Yeah, there was
and
a
he
clear
got quiet
winner.
behind that.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, like he always bringing up his son now.
Dude, there's a song on this album where he calls his baby mama a fluke. I was like,
Another L for light skinned niggas.
he called her a fluke, bro. I was like, yo.
Okay, so
I mean, that's kind of,
that's
woo.
some hoe ass shit, is what it is.
I was like, wow.
He
The funny-
recorded that shit.
Yes, and the funny thing is this song, because you know on this album, a lot of these songs have been out already.
She gonna beat his ass.
So, but the
Fuck
thing is,
that part.
That's
this
gonna
this
be
song
our
is.
world star. She gonna beat his
But the
ass.
thing is,
His
he's received zero backlash from that line. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you know, there's a lot of
but now, so he just called her what now? A fluke.
Yeah.
And you
fluke.
can't call her a female. If you call her a female, here come you getting dragged on, you getting canceled.
You say you're
Well, you
getting
can
a
call her a
rah.
fluke. Hey man, when they fuck with you, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do to them. Fam.
Yo. And then there's
And
another
they really fuck with dude.
there's another line on this song where I'm wondering like because you know Drake and Kanye were
I got
also
$20 to say his girl gonna kick his ass.
I don't know.
Physically
I don't know.
cannot whoop her ass.
I don't know, bro.
I bet.
But then there's another line where he talks about I got your girl here on this floor, and like I'm wondering because the beef with Drake and Kanye, it seems like the beef with Drake and a lot of people is always Drake saying, "Yeah, I kind of fucked your girl, bro, several times," like, and it just seems as if like there's one song where he might be directing bars at Kanye,
But
and
you
I'm
know
like.
what?
I mean, he's the king of that. He's the king of
But
rapping
that's-
about
but you know
fam.
That's like,
I may have smashed yo, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo queen.
but you know
Yeah.
what? That's like at this point, if that's what he wants to call beef, like that's fine. But if he was shooting at Kanye,
Mhm.
saying like I fucked your girl before you fucked your girl or whatever type shit,
Mhm.
like I don't think Kanye is like gonna have an issue with that at this point because it was well known that Kim was fucking dating rappers.
Yeah,
And-
she does. Everybody, fam.
Right. So that's one of the ones like, good job, Captain Obvious.
Kanye was like, and Kanye was like, so nigga, so.
He said, "Good job, Captain Obvious." That is hilarious, bro.
That shit crazy.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
man,
don't know.
he's running small circles, fam. Nah, but you know what, fam? The album would have. I mean, it would have to be great music because I ain't a fan of dude at all.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way that motherfucker would grab my attention is if he put out some great music,
Mm-hmm.
which unfortunately ain't really happened.
So you say you're not a good fan. You're not a big fan of Dude.
Yeah.
Why? And talk to me. Why is
So I
that?
just already explained all of that shit, fam.
Because it's
I
like
ain't really a fan of dude.
because he's taking light skinned dudes
Yeah,
back.
he taking us backwards, man. He a phony.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He a little too in touch with his feminine side in public. Is just, you know what I mean, crying all the fucking time. He probably get his hair did. He don't get faded up. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. I'm just like, he just come off like just the old cream puff type motherfucker.
He said he probably get his hair did. He don't get faded.
He don't get faded up, dog.
He's the Albie Shore of rap.
Kind of, fam, yeah. He really is. And it's just like, okay, fam, that's what you're going to do. I'll be sure hit the soprano. He couldn't say, he just hit the soprano. The chicks like the high notes.
Yeah.
I'm going to just do that shit and stay in this
kept
one
his
lane.
baby oil in his hair.
Right.
and shit.
Sitting,
That's
girl.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And like, dog, okay, fam, it's working for you if that's what you about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
I'm going to be about the music. So
That is,
that's how
you
I
know
get
what?
to it then.
And I know people keep saying like he's at the top and all this. You also got to remember, and you know this, Speak,
Mhm.
from when you was even rapping at a local level, he has a machine behind him.
Yeah.
Yes. But
Because
that's the thing.
He's with Apple Music, right?
I don't know who he's with, but the machine, you're absolutely right. He's got the machine behind him. That's his guys, just like LeBron has his machine,
Mhm.
which is his guys.
Like he had something going on with Apple Music
Yeah.
at one point,
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't know what the details was, but it was one of them ones where like Apple Music was pushing him heavily to
Yeah.
the point where
He
like
had that deal. Chance had that deal. I think Frank even had that deal. Frank Ocean had that same deal.
Right.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, but see, but here's the thing, though, Speak. Let me ask you this, and this is the difference between I think old heads and new cats.
Okay.
Okay, you got a song. You ain't even got to say it out loud. It's your favorite song
Mhm.
right now, right?
Mhm.
Do it matter if any of us fuck with that song?
No.
It's still gonna be your favorite, right?
Hell yeah.
Do it matter if the world love that song?
Fuck no.
Still your favorite, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Drake fans ain't like that, fam.
Mm.
They like that. Hey, that's the new hot shit. That's the popular shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the shit they gonna roll with. You dig
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? And since I ain't that kind of motherfucker.
So like,
Just because you just drop some new hot shit don't mean shit to me, dog. It still got to be good.
and you know what? See, that's what led me to a few different subjects, right?
Mm.
Because you said something, JG, about I'm a fan of some of his music is good, but I'm not a fan of him.
Right.
So there's that. So we can go that lane, and then we also can go on the lane of people making good albums versus good playlist songs. Because what you just described of me liking my song is the reason why I struggle to make it into the streaming world where playlists were already in place for me. And I'm like, no, I don't want an algorithm to tell me what I like.
Right.
I want to create what I like.
Right.
I think Drake's fans have been told what they like more so than the era that we come from is like, no, we're independently selecting. This is why some people say Big Daddy Kane was actually better than Rakim or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And still argue about that shit to this day. So, yeah, man, that's really, really
lanes. And that was we could appreciate the difference in both because Rakim ain't no battle rapper,
right?
But he writing Shakespearean. He writing, you know what I'm saying? He writes eloquently.
Yeah.
Big Daddy gonna bust your ass, and this is two different styles.
And take your girl,
man,
and then smash Madonna.
Both the motherfuckers had some. Hey, Rock wasn't struggling, dog. Them motherfuckers was papered up.
Yeah,
it was the only cast in the game that actually had some money.
Yeah, I think I just got his book, Sweat the Technique, and I was hoping that he talks about that a little bit.
Them cats had some money back then. But
yeah,
man, it's weird, man. You could trace it back though. I saw an interview. Remember when all the little and young niggas was popping? Now, not the babies. The babies popping now, but
yeah,
little and young,
the Lils and the youngs.
Yeah. One of those cats, it might have been Yachty. Was in an interview dissing Biggie. Like Biggie ain't shit.
Oh, I remember this.
Remember that? Yes. Drake was the greatest ever. Why?
Yes.
Because he rap and sing. And right around that time, now when you listen to the shit now, all the shit my son listening to the next room, I'm about to go throw his fucking speaker out the fucking window because I'm tired of hearing that shit. All the shit he listening to right now is a bunch of little motherfuckers halfway rapping, halfway singing. That's the Drake influence. But that's the Drake effect on hip hop. All the shit that
but you know what?
And that's one of the main reasons why I don't fuck with Dude, because he's actually good enough and has the following. If he just spat, them motherfuckers would start spitting.
So, would you say that Drake is the creator of the crossover?
Oh no.
This guy's crossed over before. Like I said, I think he's biting his style. I think.
The father of the Littles and
he's the father of them.
Okay.
Because
so I mean,
but you know what?
He's like the goat to them.
If you go back and you think Nelly, so Nelly did that shit. If you look at like some of the older Lil Wayne shit, like Lil Wayne started doing that shit, especially on the what was the mixtape After No Ceilings? It was the one where he was trying to be a rock and roll singer.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that project. I don't know. I don't remember.
Like people have done it, but it, like I said before, it was something where like they do like one song on an album like that, like Biggie's song for one song on his last album, that Player Hater song.
Yeah.
And like the thing is though, like you got Biggie singing on Player Hater. Biggie know he can't sing.
That shit was classic. That shit was great.
That's the thing. And Biggie wouldn't even say he was singing.
That's actually one of my favorite songs.
Biggie was clowning.
Yeah.
And so was Slick Rick. Them niggas was clowning. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't. Drake think he Brian McKnight and shit.
And like even probably if Drake might have started out on like that level, but now when you listen to his shit, like he really sound like he's trying. Like it sounds like he even took off the auto-tune some. Like he really might have brought into the.
He said he's like, you know what? Take a little auto-tune off.
I tell you, dog.
Yo, that's funny,
what he
dude.
tell Meek, you getting bodied by a singing nigga? Well, you got
Yeah.
bodied by a singing nigga's ghostwriter, but you got
Yeah.
bodied by a singing. I think.
Yeah, dude. I think but the thing is, he definitely is huge artist, but like, so while he has also influenced a lot of today's young rappers, there's also a bunch of people that are part of the family of, they grew up listening to Kendrick Lamar, and they grew up listening to J. Cole. I bring up those two because JID, or JID, he's signed to Dreamville, right?
Okay.
JID, I actually did not like him when I first heard him, and I did not like him when I first heard him because he sounded just like Kendrick Lamar. I mean, I'm talking about, he sounded just like Kendrick Lamar. But like, the dichotomy of why would J. Cole sign somebody that sounds just like Kendrick? Well, I think J. Cole saw, yeah, he might have some influence, but wait till I let him be himself. Because now when I hear JID, he raps at alien level, and he's only in his early 20s.
Yeah.
Like, he's scary, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like, so these guys are also ushering in, for some of these young rappers now, some of these guys have brought back bars too. Like, and that's kind of cool because, mumble rap was thriving for a minute. And then something changed, so now some of these rappers, and I think that's why Drake still hits people with
all them niggas in
some of them bars
from all the lean and shit.
And I just think too, but other artists kind of raised the bar though a little bit. I mean, I don't listen to DaBaby. He raps about the same stuff, but the way he raps, the way he's putting these different syllables, his flow might be the song, and his flow might be the same on every track, but the way he raps is increased, and he can actually rap a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool, man. And then, like, for example, like another artist in that lane, the City Girls, right? They don't sound like lyrical, but then like people when they're rapping off fast and shit like that, would you say the City Girls, they can rap better than Lil Yachty, right? You would say that, like the way that they rapped.
Yeah.
And I say that because
not saying much though.
Well, no, hold on. It's because the thing is, he writes their music. So what I'm saying is, there's lanes of you gotta spit if you come through today, and there's lanes of like you can just party and be fine.
The City Girls ain't Diddy Scott or Rhapsody though.
Yep, but guess who's more commercially successful?
But here's the thing.
That's because the problem is the people, man. Fucking idiots want to hear idiotic shit. They want to hear shit they could do. They don't want to hear shit that they can't do. You know what I'm saying? That would mean you special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. When you're talking about a group like the City Girls, you kind of got to look at, and this doesn't give them a pass because I think, they I wouldn't listen to them like that anyway. But when you got to look at where they come from. And a lot of their music has their local culture ingrained in
Miami-based music
where they come from.
Yeah.
Just like when Lil Wayne them and all them first started popping, that bounce shit, like that Back It Up was one of those bounce tracks. Back that thing up. That was the sound that was popular in New Orleans at that time. Right. So that bass shit, that's popular in Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's where they get that sound from.
And them chicks authentic. They some hood ass chicks for real.
So, but that's the cool thing.
In jail?
She just got out. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Think about it. But Lil Yachty writes a lot of their songs. So like my point is, I think what the thing with Drake, this is where I had to let go of, because for a while I was not allowing myself to even like his music because I'm like, nah, man, like you positioned yourself as an MC, and now I found out later that. So I stopped fucking with his music for a while, and what brought me back to being a fan of his was like, you know what? Don't look at him no longer as an MC. Only look at what is the package. Because at the end of the day, some of our favorite singers didn't write the songs that they sing so beautifully.
Yeah,
so that's why I say.
None of them motherfuckers write them songs.
But I'm saying that's why Drake is a. So to me, I call him a rap singer. You know what I'm saying? He's a rap singer because. So I've been allowed to enjoy his music because I'm like, you know what? He's a rap singer. Like, it's not about whether or not he wrote this shit. And like, but then when it comes to just like, yo, when I'm talking about MCs that I love, I also, because of the way I feel about rapping and MCing, he'll never make that category for me.
Man, that's
Like-
a tough one for me. I couldn't do that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was a fan of the person,
Mhm.
I might have been able to do what you did, but you're like a phony type motherfucker anyway. So it's like, even though you had the ghostwriter, I don't like the singer analogy, but
Mhm.
I get your point. But you know, even though when that came out that you had the writers, you still a cornball ass nigga though.
Mhm.
So it's almost like, you know what, man, like hip hop with me is like a conversation. So if I'm listening to your song, that's me and you having a conversation.
Yeah.
And if I'm like, get the fuck away from me with that bullshit you talking, then I'm just not gonna fuck with you.
See, and
You know what I'm saying?
and it's a great point. And what I hear you saying to me, bro, is there's a certain level of when it comes to authenticity, that's pretty high on your radar when it comes to who you rank as music. So what we're brought into is like some of these things that are golden to us and that are like golden rules.
Mm-hmm.
That's not for some of today's fans. Like your authenticity doesn't matter in music anymore.
No,
Remember, you couldn't rap gangster shit unless you was a real gangster. That's where the term studio gangster came from. Now you can be from anywhere rapping the most gully shit, but if it sounds good, people are going. I mean, Tekashi 6ix9ine, from what I'm hearing, is they're not really you know, he's not really.
That motherfucker ain't even in protective custody, fam.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but you know, when he was rapping that shit, how many kids believed it? Nobody cared about whether or not he was authentic.
Man.
So
they
you know,
threw his ass in the trunk.
Right. And he switched up. That's why he snitched. He's like, oh, y'all do that shit for real? Like,
man. Yeah. And that's where, you know, today it's like authenticity doesn't matter as much to some in music. And
but that shit matters
even
to
our
me,
artistic integrity.
It don't matter.
You know, it doesn't to some people.
Right.
You know, like, I mean, because back in the day, like did we care? Like, I found out, like, and maybe I was the last person on earth to find out, but like I forgot, Big Daddy Kane, and they used to write Biz Markie's raps, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was such a fan of Biz Markie. He never tried to position himself as a dope MC. He never said, I'm the best rapper ever.
Yep.
But I never, ever questioned his authenticity, knowing that he had ghostwriters.
But
so it's
you know
like,
what, though? Biz,
there's a little internal conflict for me there.
But have you ever met Biz, though?
I've been around him, but I haven't personally met him.
You listen to an album, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's Biz.
Yeah.
That's Biz. See, that's the thing, man. A good ghostwriter, like Sky Zoo said, you won't know I'm a ghostwriter for that dude because I wrote the verse the way he would write it. You dig what I'm saying? It fits him. It don't fit me.
Like,
that dude Biz is exactly like he is on his. He a clown just like on them albums.
Mm-hmm.
And,
remember Dre Day? Remember Dre Day? The one that Jay-Z wrote.
Yeah.
For Dre.
Yeah.
And the first version of the song, Jay-Z wrote it and brought it to Dre, and Dre was like, "That's dope, but I can't spit that."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You talking about 5 speeds and popping the clutch?" He's like, "That's New York shit."
Yep.
I'm from Cali. I need some shit with some Cali shit. And Dre and Jay-Z went back and wrote the Dre Day shit. And that's the thing, like, you got a ghostwriter. I think we've gotten to the point where we understand that writing a dope-ass song is truly a talent and an art.
Yes.
And that everybody can't do it. And that's cool. And some people are better performers than the people who write the shit.
Yeah.
And we understand that shit.
Yeah.
But consistency that lines up with what you say you are is very fucking important. Like,
right.
you can't tell me, like, you know, you one thing and you do the total opposite. Like,
Yeah. No, I definitely agree, man. I think it's, but you know, but the thing is, like, when it comes to, so now let's take it from there and then go to um Lil Kim and Nicki, right?
Mhm.
We think Lil Kim is one of the well, I shouldn't say we. A lot of people think Lil Kim is one of the best women rappers of all time. Is that true that she's considered as one of the best?
By the masses, yeah.
So she's
They
she's
like-
considered.
I mean,
Not the recent shit. The old shit.
her old shit was dope.
Yeah.
That's-
I wouldn't say she was the best. I think she was good. Like when I talk about the best like female MCs, like
Yeah.
I'm looking at like the real, like, and I'm not saying she wasn't a real MC, because at that point like sex sold, and like, you know, her bars were par for that point in time. But like when I start thinking about the best, I'm talking like MC Light type shit.
So okay, so before you even go further, this is the thing. I love hardcore. That's her first album,
Mhm.
and you know, sex appeal aside, the bars were dope. But then we later found out Biggie wrote all of that shit.
Mhm.
So for me, why is it Kim has been given a pass when her most
But-
classic album? Wait, let me finish. Her most classic album was written by somebody who arguably has two classics of his own.
Mhm.
So technically, hardcore is a Biggie album.
Facts.
And
If Biggie was female.
yes.
Yeah.
So just like the one guy, Partisan Fontaine, wrote "Be Careful with Be Careful with Me." He actually wrote it for himself, and he was gonna rap it with the flipped perspective. But Cardi B was like, because they're homies or whatever. Cardi B was like, "No, I need that for me." So it's like, I mean, these are ghostwriters who have had wildly successful music
Mhm.
careers. People who have had ghostwriters. So it's like, really, what's the difference between Drake and the Lil Kim?
The only difference is the fact that motherfucker likes to tell you that he the coldest motherfucker ever.
You know what the
Cardi
difference
B
is?
ain't
And I'm
never
gonna take
said
it back.
nothing about she was a cold female rapper.
I'm gonna take
You know what I'm saying?
you know,
She just do her shows and shit. I think Kim was the same way though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the real female spitters that actually write their shit, well, they a little more arrogant with it because of that fact. But no, I would give you that the other ones you mentioned were more successful.
And the reason why I wanted to drag us here and we talk about women, because we talk about sexuality, we talk about all of these things, right?
Mhm.
And we know for a fact that like there have been a lot of female MCs that haven't been as successful because they chose not to be as sexually suggestive in their music, right?
Mhm.
And therefore, you know, we know some female MCs that are better than most that are better than most dudes.
Yeah.
So
I think Jean Grey and Rhapsody both in that
Yeah.
category.
yeah, right. So what happens then is with Drake, what he does, he also positions himself, whether or not we're his target audience.
I'm
Drake
not.
He also positions himself as a sex symbol, and that's a great portion of his fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
In the sweater,
No.
in the sweater and turtleneck sweater and corduroys, my nigga.
Listen, I'm not saying. Listen, are we denying that that's not part of his like?
Women
when-
love Drake.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Women love Drake. So part of how he positions himself is like, yes, he
Yeah,
says,
like a sister.
he's like, I'm one of the top tier
They love him
MC.
like a sister.
He's like, I'm one of the top tier MCs. I'm a hip hop sex symbol. I also do the sing song.
I'm not hip hop.
So, but the
He
thing
get
is,
away with a lot of that shit because he's singing that shit. Like when J. Cole and other motherfuckers be rapping that same shit because they really rapping, they don't get a pass on a lot of the shit Drake say.
That's a good point.
yeah. But
Eddie
and
Murphy told you that in Raw, dog. He was just
Yeah.
like, you just got to sing. I mean, no, the lyrics. Just sing. You get some pussy if you can sing.
So let me ask you this: isn't this the same argument that Lil Nas X had with being considered country? I mean, the thing is, like, it's been
No.
plenty people that have been winning awards under the auspice or category of rap that most people wouldn't consider rap.
No, because you know what? Nas X is country. Like that is country
That
shit
song was.
that he's rapping about. That's country shit.
Yeah.
Like we not saying like
So is Nappy Roots.
Niggas don't wear Wranglers, fam. We don't wear Wranglers. That was dope that Billy Ray jumped in and helped young dude out though.
Yeah, but I'm
Right.
just saying, like
but see,
I think
difference
genres.
is-
Speak. I see.
you
What
know,
you're saying.
because
Do genres really
Nas
matter?
X-
As guess where I'm going. Do genres
I
really
think they
matter?
do. We argue. Y'all argue before they don't. I think they do.
So, because I think that's to me, we've come right back there.
Yeah.
Do genres in music matter? And
I
for
would
me,
say
it's like,
Drake is genre-less or by genre. That motherfucker's
We
by
didn't-
genre. You know what I'm saying?
dude,
He's like, because I think you're right, man.
he
Like,
said we are by.
that motherfucker might be. That motherfucker might be insulted if you called him an MC.
he
now.
transgenre.
Yeah.
Oh my
God! I'm so much more than that. He was unfortunately born in a rapper's body.
I'm in a
Oh.
rapper body, but I
Really a
identify as
singer.
the singer.
Oh my God.
He do. He identify as a singer, fam. He
Yo,
might say a
dude.
performer. I identify as a performer. I'm just a performer.
I identify as a 747.
You know what I'm saying? I was a performer. I was. Yeah, that's what he was. He was unfortunately born in the body of a rapper. But
But you know what? Didn't his daddy used to sing or something?
He said,
well, Larry Graham is his uncle.
No, I
Yeah.
think
By
his
the way,
daddy
we
used
got
to
the same
sing
name.
too,
That
though.
nigga Drake might be my cousin and shit.
wait, you
At
know
least
what?
I think
We
Drake
had the
daddy
same
used to
slave owner.
sing.
Huh?
Drake daddy used to sing or play an instrument or something.
With
Maybe
his
he's
brother,
trying
yeah,
to,
because
like-
Drake's daddy's brother is Larry Graham. Remember that 1 in a million? That
Yeah.
shit back in the day? That's Drake's uncle.
So he was destined for greatness. I love
Yeah,
that song.
that's Drake's uncle. Remember in one of his songs, he was like, he was basically spitting about how his uncle was calling him like, nigga, bring my car back and shit.
Yeah.
That was Larry Graham. He probably had something super slick. Yeah, Drake was whipping that shit around, showing off when he was young.
Trying
And
to
uncle
shoot a-
like, nigga, bring my shit back.
Shoot a video real quick.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah,
So-
that's his uncle. But I think his pops was somehow in the music business, but
Yeah, he was.
he
yeah.
wasn't really shit. You know, Unc was the one that blew up and had the money and shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think and then let me ask you this. In music, do we sometimes give artists a second chance and sometimes don't? Like an artist could have something going on in their life that, like personal life, that happens where you like, I don't fuck with their music, and then all of a sudden you give them another chance, and you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen that happen with different artists.
Maybe if the buzz comes back and there's all this talk of this song or artist, yeah, you may listen to him again, but like think of somebody like R. Kelly. You gonna go back and listen to him?
I can't personally listen to R. Kelly.
Some people don't have a divide between the personal and the music, and they love the music, and they'll still listen to it. But
I think as long as like the artist doesn't get to the point where they're doing like immoral shit, I think you always got a chance to come back. Because like people are so in the moment when it comes to music. So
even challenged about. I don't even think it. I think it can be immoral. I mean, remember one point in time, and I don't even know what happened to it, but at one point in time, the same shit that Cosby went down for, CeeLo Green was accused of doing something very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he was. That's when he got in trouble because he said he made the unfortunate statement, which was a woman knows when she's been raped.
Yeah.
He said that.
When was this?
This is years ago.
Maybe that's why he doesn't rap anymore.
No, hold on.
He
But no.
And all of that shit.
He left the show he was on, right? And that was a step. But the thing is, he has still been wildly successful since then. He's still released music. He's still gone and performed on big stages. He's still collaborated with big artists. So my thing is, this is the time. Like, I don't know whatever happened with that
But
allegation,
wait, so here's
but he
wait,
seems to have redeemed himself. Yes.
but did he rape somebody or did he make a fucked up statement?
No, she said that, like he said, there was a Cosby. She said that she was too drunk or he did something and drugged her or whatever, and then him and one of his guys, did whatever they did to her. And then she woke up after the fact, but she can't remember what happened. But she went and accused them of rape. They got arrested and shit.
Yeah. So
and that's when he said, "Nah, women will remember if she got raped."
And that's why I don't even know whatever happened with that case. But what I'm saying is,
just went away.
He's
Anderson, that happened to him too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And then there are other cases where another artist who's just wildly successful and critically acclaimed still is Chris Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but know
he's never. But you know what? I know what you're about to say. And as much as people still loves Chris's music or whatever because he is like talented as fuck, he still hasn't lived that shit down. Like every time he gets to a point where he starts to shine, like that whole Rihanna shit comes right back up. Really?
And the reason why I bring that up is because it's like, for me, I kind of want to pull myself out there. Like, I personally, I haven't stopped listening to CeeLo Green's music 100%. Because I don't know whatever happened with the case. I didn't dive back into it, but it's like, so I don't. But like, for example, with Chris Brown, because we kind of know what happened, I don't think I've ever sat down and listened to a Chris Brown album. Like at one point in time, I would listen to whatever singles came out, but like, I've never listened to an album of his, and I would never have his music playing. And it's like, as fans, do we kind of have double standards with our artists?
Well, I know what they say happened with the Chris Brown thing, and I know like he took the brunt of like the blame for the situation, but I don't know if we like actually, and maybe I'm just not. I don't know if we're actually like completely clear on like all of the shit that happened.
Don't start victim blaming. Yeah, don't start victim blaming, dog.
Huh?
Don't start victim blaming. You know, ain't no accountability
I don't know all
with
the
that gender,
details.
fam.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, there was that instance, and then there was something with a girl after her, and then there was something with a girl after her. So, like, the thing is, like, because there's been a series of questionable behavior, I find it very difficult to enjoy Chris Brown's music myself.
That's fine.
And so my thing is, but it's like, but the other day,
but
I wanted to hear some Goody Mob. Wait, hold on. But the other day, I wanted to listen to some Goody Mob, and CeeLo's on Goody Mob. But I played that shit. So I'm just saying.
And this is my question. Were you a Chris Brown fan before he fired her in the forehead?
Hey fam, how you know it was the forehead, man?
Cause she had that big ass lump right there.
Oh my God! He said, "Fight her in the forehead."
Fam said it was an easy target, huh?
Yo,
that's fucked up.
I can't say that I was a fan of his, but I know he had a really cool song where Busta Rhymes was on a remix.
Right, but was you a fan? Because what happens is, I think a lot of times that you already, when you find out people have done fucked up shit as if like nobody has, because nobody's fucking perfect.
Right.
Just somebody else fucked up shit is different from your fucked up shit. But, a fuck up is a fuck up. Like, I like apple pie. Like, JG might like banana pudding. When you get done with it, we both eating some shit that ain't the best for us. But I think when you get motherfuckers who you've already drawn some kind of connection with, that they fuck up, it's harder to sever ties from somebody that you already connected with than it is to just not connect with somebody who you see the fuck up before you see the connection.
Okay, that makes sense. Because
realistically, okay, Cosby, whatever, he found guilty, he's in jail or whatever. Some people believe it, some people don't. The only reason motherfuckers is not watching the Cosby Show right now during the pandemic is because they took that shit off the air. If that shit was still in syndication, the same motherfuckers that said fuck Bill Cosby would be sitting at home watching that shit, laughing at Theo wearing the damn shirt that Vanessa made because she thought she was a seamstress.
Wow, that's a good point, dude.
I was looking up some shit, man. It says CeeLo, they was on X. They was doing X. And I don't know, whatever the fuck X do to you. Apparently, it fuck with your memory too.
So they was on ecstasy. So they was rolling.
They was rolling, and whatever happened.
When you rolling, there is some shit that you just don't remember.
Right. And so then I guess she said it was she didn't remember consenting. But dude, the outcome of the case though, it just said was damn, I should have shared that screen. It said that CeeLo pled no contest to like a possession charge. But he said that he pled no contest because we were doing X. I didn't slip it in her drink and I didn't take none. He said they were sharing ecstasy. And then whatever happened. And now she's saying she didn't remember. And they said that he got put back on the show and then ended up leaving again.
Yeah.
So they probably drug tested her and everybody and saw that and not to like victim blame, but came to the conclusion that maybe his story lined up a little more, with what possibly could have happened than maybe hers. And then like the other thing is like, we don't know her history. We don't really know his history, but we don't know her history either.
That's facts.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though.
Let this shit keep happening, though, bro.
But that's the thing, though. But check it out. When we think about like,
because
motherfuckers keep dope dating, and they think that just because it's not crack that it ain't dope dating. But
you know what,
y'all dating and y'all popping X, or y'all dating and y'all smoking weed, like that's dope dating with a different fucking form of dope. And
fam,
once you high, like you're not in control of
dude, ever.
So like some shit is bound to happen. And based on like your frequency of usage, it's probably a higher likelihood that this shit's gonna happen and happen repeatedly.
Yeah, your tolerance levels is different. Dog. But see, now remember we had that argument on one of the first episodes, dog, when I was like, them lessons, that shit wasn't taught. We was taught the opposite, dog. Like, who mess with drunk bitches? That shit. I do that, dog. The real player catch her when she fully sober. Yeah. In her right mind. If you full then you the real player. Man, nobody, dog.
And I think
passed out on the couch, nigga. You a player because you with somebody passed out. Everybody knew what the fuck that was. That shit ain't never been taught or encouraged.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So
that's their social setting now. That's how people actually party. Like
So this is, check out the parallel that we're drawing. We're drawing a parallel that once upon a time we reviewed music with a certain level of integrity, right? Yep. And then we're also talking about when people view relationships and they get involved. Back in the day, you had to court, you had to do all these different things, as opposed to what Trip was saying earlier. You can just kind of dope date because somebody is a celebrity, but it's technically a dope date nonetheless. So it's like, it seems like morals are being compromised, and it's like at the end of the day, it's like artistry is just kind of existing, and like how, whether I'm a phenomenal artist and you think I'm rap, you think I'm this, you think I'm that, and then on top of that, whether I'm an asshole, as long as it's not too egregious on like the R. Kelly level, you still can find yourself existing in this space where it's like we used to be so drawn to an artist. We used to want to know everything about them because that's how you build cult followings, The people
that's because there was a mystique. Because
there you go, Trip. That's where I'm going.
We got the music before we got the visual.
Yep.
Yes.
But now you get the visual before you get the music. So like, say we do have a record label and we sign like a new artist, the first thing we do is not even gonna be put them in the studio. We're gonna put them in somebody else's video in the background.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's not
We
even
gonna
just
get
a
'em a feature.
visual, man. It's
We're
like
gonna
an
get them a feature
extreme.
on somebody else's song.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's like an extreme visual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, dog. You know what's in the nigga refrigerator?
Yeah.
You hear his music. Like, dog, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck
He
about
got
you.
the
Know what I'm
passcode to his
saying?
iPhone and
Yeah,
shit.
right. You know what I'm saying? It's too personal.
But that the thing is though, but this is where music is, and it's crazy because at the end of the day, artists don't get what they fucking deserve when it comes to
Ever.
all the blood, sweat, tears, whatever the fuck you want to call that goes into making a song. I know we've talked about it, if not on this podcast, we've talked about it on Freshly Broken, where just imagine well Trip, you've been in studio sessions where I've been making an album. Dima, you've recorded a lot of our albums and been on tons of sessions. Think about how many hours it took. Let's just say one song, right? When it comes to, let's just say it takes me 8 takes to get every single verse down and perfect. You got that time, you got the engineering time, you got all these different things. At the end of the day, a 3-minute song could have very well, we put easily 10, 15 hours into a 3-minute song. So then all of that gets put into the creation of a song, and now we put it out on these platforms, and at the end of the day, when consumer A presses play, I get less than 1 cent.
Yep. You damn near doing
And
it.
it's
But you know what?
And this is why it's kind of going back to what you're saying, Trip. The mystique and the brand, we were bought into their brand before it was their image. Now artists are like, if you don't have a brand, your music doesn't even fucking matter.
The music is the commercial.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the music was the product. The music is the product no more.
Music was everything,
Music
right?
was the product, dude. Like Prince was saying,
it's certain songs we can listen to that'll make us fucking cry. You know what I'm saying? It's songs that, and then when you hear it, think about it. If Prince gets in his bag talking about the creation of a song, that nigga can fucking cry talking about the song he created.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden his fan base is so music had so much into it, but now it's like your brand has to be that, because if your brand is on point, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Yep.
Like I rooted for Cardi B's success because I liked her personality.
Right.
Again,
that's what I was saying about Drake.
Yeah, I walked into her album like, okay, she's hilarious, bro, and now she raps, so cool. All success to you, and it never bothered me that she didn't write lyrics.
But you know what? Right. Here's the thing, like, and this is what we were saying, like, genuine and authenticity. Like, she came into it saying, "I'm a hood bitch."
Mm-hmm.
At this point, she's rich and still saying, "I'm a hood bitch."
She's still fighting bitches, dog, like in galas and shit.
We know she got a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
And all of her songs are hood bitch shit.
Yeah.
Like she'll do that shit that she's singing about.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that's cool. But now, I fuck with Cardi.
Yeah.
Cool motherfucker. Like, I hang out with her.
Mm-hmm.
Necessarily, the music, I ain't her target audience, though. It don't really do nothing for me.
Right.
But, I ain't gonna say like, man, that's the wackest shit ever. Turn that shit off. But
her shit kind of go hard with you in the gym now.
Yeah, it's just, you know what I'm saying? That's she make party music. Motherfuckers dance when her record come on. That's what she do. And she, the fact that it is a representation of her. Can't really be too mad at it. But most of the people I know that like her music, that's what they say, man, because they fuck with her. I don't know where she came from. I guess she was on a reality TV show or something.
Yeah, she was on Love and Hip Hop.
Her story started out like it's a definite rags to riches story, because she started out like in like fucked up relationships where it's like she was like getting her ass beat or something like that.
Oh wow, I didn't know any of that.
This is like from my understanding, and like some of my information could be wrong. I don't know, but she started dancing as a means to get money.
Yeah.
and her dancing got her into to the position where she got enough money to get out of where she was, and then it got her onto the platform where she got the audience to do
Mhm.
what she wanted to do. Because at first she was dancing, and then she was loving hip hop, and
Yeah.
then I remember her being on the interview, and or I think it was what Jay Dollars or whoever the fuck one of them motherfuckers is, somebody. She was like, "I want to rap," and they was like, "Nah, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you."
Oh yeah, no, that was DJ
$6 or
Self.
something.
No, that was DJ Self because he's a real DJ. He's really popular, and it's like now it goes down in history that he played himself because it was a great soundbite for Love and Hip Hop, but it's on record of him saying nah, like would nobody fuck with you on that level, and
Mhm.
she ended up signing with somebody else, and
And she just started putting out mixtape behind mixtape.
yeah,
Like
because
she put in the work to get where
and
she like.
and her ghostwriter, the ghostwriter is they met back then when she was stripping. That's like they
Yeah.
go back, they go way back then. They go way back then. So like I think I don't know if he was writing music for her back then, but like that wasn't a stranger that she just got all of a sudden to ghostwrite for her. So maybe that was authentic
Mhm.
too, because when you have them conversations with somebody, you kind of know their train of thought, which is why, like you said, with Sky Zoo, JG, like he didn't write from his perspective. He
Mhm.
wrote from like exactly what that person would say.
Dude
So
said if you're a ghostwriter, that's your props.
yeah,
Motherfuckers don't know you wrote it. They think the dude spitting wrote it. Then
yeah,
props as a ghostwriter. You know what I mean? That got to be some hard shit to do, fam.
yeah. I mean, I've ghostwritten before. I've only ghostwritten like one or two times, and like one
Mhm.
song, I go back to, and I was ghostwriting for my guy Andre, because we were working on a song in the studio, and we didn't have time to do everything. He was helping with a harmony with the hook, and
Mhm.
he kept getting stuck on his verse, and I just wrote his whole verse exactly how I knew he would say it.
Right.
And then when he learned it, I said it like him. So I pretty much like how you do the reference track.
Mhm.
I did the reference, and he was like,
Right.
"Shit, this is exactly how I would say it."
Yeah.
So he was
Yeah.
able to learn it super fast because when you broke, you don't have all day to record in the studio.
Nah, you
So
really
he was
don't.
helping with a harmony. I was like, I'm gonna write your verse, and then he had to learn his verse all before our studio time was up. But it's like at the end of the day, when it comes to how much blood, sweat, and tears we put into music, it's like we don't even value music like we used to.
Dude,
We
but
don't
now what you
value
just said
artists like
about
we used to either, though.
facts. But now what you just said about ghostwriting, now go do that for an established artist that you ain't a fan of.
Yeah, yeah,
You dig what I'm
yeah,
saying? How the
yeah.
fuck, man, that's some cold shit. Like,
It
I don't even
is.
really listen to your music, but you know what? You seem like this kind of motherfucker. Scan through some shit, whatever, and then write, man,
Yeah,
Sky
because
Zoo calling the motherfucker with that shit.
and even if you take it outside of hip hop, I
Mm.
don't know whose version of Butterflies I like best, Floetry or Michael Jackson's. Like I
I
don't
like
know.
Floetry better because they women. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
ain't no chick ever gave me butterflies, fam. Just
What? I don't know. Not
Trip,
even
you
like
ever told her give me butterflies?
I've never told her, but maybe like
See,
when
You
I
ever
was
told
younger.
Speak that this chick over here gave you butterflies?
No, no.
I'm just saying, fam. That's just not how
Not to
we
say
roll.
that when I
But
was
no,
younger.
Mike's saying, hey, but Mike hit some notes on that song that I
Yeah.
didn't know Mike could hit. He
Yeah.
performed the shit out of that song. You know, Marsha was the vocal director on that song. She was
Yeah.
in the coaching them and shit. So, but
Yeah.
I like the Floetry
The difference
version.
though is like when you hear Floetry sing it, you are in the mindset of like this chick really digging me.
She's singing it to you.
Right. But then when you hear
Yeah.
Mike sing it,
Yeah.
when you hear Mike sing it, you kind of get sad because you be like, "That's the bitch that got away."
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's facts.
Yo, speaking of which,
It's
dude,
more like I would never say that. I wouldn't
dude.
let her know because then she got you. You can't let her know
Dude.
that. Even if you did
Right.
ask
That's
her,
like
you ain't supposed
playing
to say it.
spades. That's like playing spades and putting all your cards face up the whole game.
Right. Mike broke the code, man.
Dude,
Mike
but speaking of Mike though, he has some of the best "You Just My Side Chick" songs, bro. Like he really did. Like,
But you know what?
he was like,
were.
he said,
But
whatever
people
we
didn't
do,
catch on
he
to
said,
it.
whatever we do, just keep it in the closet. Like, no, he wasn't saying like, he's like, look, it's something. The same song he said, keep it in the closet. He said, it's something about you, baby, that makes me want to give it to you.
Yep.
I'm like, if that
But
ain't
people
player,
didn't-
I don't. If that's
People
not
never
player,
caught on to
come
any
on.
of that shit.
Listen,
come on,
these nigga from Gary, fam.
dude. Dirty Diana.
They some hood
Dude,
niggas too.
Dirty Diana is the song about a side chick going rogue.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It's like that's what the fuck Dirty Diana is. And
Hey,
he's
dog,
like,
Drake ass should have listened to Billie Jean. You know what I'm saying?
but that's the thing.
Hey,
Drake,
the
dude,
killer ain't mine.
dude.
It
The
ain't
thing is, Drake is the rap Michael Jackson.
Man.
No.
He is. He
No.
is. Dude,
No.
he is.
No.
How's he not?
Well, you think so? I don't know what dude is worldwide. You think he on that level worldwide?
Yes, Drake is a
No.
worldwide
Like he
icon.
You think he
No.
is worldwide?
Michael Jackson.
No, I'm
Michael
saying
Jackson
of
was
rap.
a
The
rap-
audience
Oh, I
automatically
got you.
shrinks
Okay.
when you go from
Okay.
worldwide to
I
rap.
feel you.
The world is going to
Feel you.
shrink, but I'm saying if we were to scale it,
You know
he
why?
definitely is.
Because
Hmm.
Mike's purity was unquestionable to the point where
His what was
even when
unquestionable?
even when Prince was popping, Mike could walk into a stadium
Hmm.
and the whole first 20 rows pass out.
Yeah, Mike did have dudes passing out.
That nigga be like, wee! And everybody pass out.
Dudes passing out.
He said Mike had grown dudes.
Grown
Passing
ass
out.
dudes.
He said he had biker games passing out.
Passing out, fam. That shit real. And
You can think about it.
they
You
ain't
got
even know
thugs.
English.
You got thugs that will ride around with the dopest fucking system and blast some fucking Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike was that dude. Hey, fam, that motherfucker flew off the stage at the end of the show with a jetpack, my nigga. Ain't nobody ever done that shit, man.
He
Yeah.
wore high waters.
Dude,
were not cool.
he didn't fly backstage, fam.
Right.
That motherfucker put the jetpack on and
It flew to
that
the whole
motherfucker was
island.
gone
But see,
at the show.
but the funny thing is
Mike
though,
was different, man.
but the funny thing is, while we draw this comparison, and it seems
Mhm.
random, this is why for me it comes back to Drake, right? Because
Uh-huh.
when you think about Michael coexisted with Prince, right?
I don't know, man. It's starting to sound like you standing for Drake right now, G.
I don't-
didn't want to say that, fam, but
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think what I'm
Did
saying
you
is,
write a letter to Drake?
he got a candle. He got a candle in his hoodie pocket, fam.
He got a Bath and Body Works candle on that bookshelf back
I
there.
bet you he do.
oh wait, let me see.
I bet you he do.
No.
It look like a football. That ain't no football, fam.
That
You
is
know
the
he plays
football.
guitar now
That
and shit,
motherfucker
too,
smell
so
like
he probably
cinnamon.
over- Hey, the next week album song, no, next week Easy song gonna be Drake-ish. He gonna be playing the guitar, singing and shit.
I might,
Don't do that.
but I've
Don't do
sang on
that.
I've sang on songs before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gonna
Nobody's
sing on
funny.
the album.
Nobody's ever called me a singer though, because I don't sing.
Because you didn't
Right.
sing on the album. It's not a problem to sing on songs,
But songs make albums.
Make
and that's the problem. He's singing on every.
wait, was you
song.
singing the verse?
No.
You singing the hook? You sang on the
Yeah.
hook?
Yeah.
That's different. But it was funny. Speak actually sing better than Drake. That's what's funny. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Speak
Well,
hold her note. Drake hold his note.
he said his note.
He got
his own note.
Got his own note.
He said
What
he
key
said
you in? I'm in
he said
Drake.
he's the only person listed Carlin notes.
Right. Dog said he in the key of Drake. He is, man.
This piano got 89 keys.
Drake got 3 keys on his piano. Fam.
Oh man, dude.
Drake.
Hey, he got that Fisher Price My First Piano.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Dog saying
Every key sound the same.
Man, every song.
Oh man, dude.
But I'm just saying, dog. That shit. It's
And you know what?
cool, man. It's
This
just
is-
really
you know
that
what?
I don't fuck with dude. Go ahead.
And you know what? This is coming from Speak standing for Drake. It's funny because this is the same dude that years ago had issues with Jadakiss because all of Jadakiss songs sound the same.
Yeah, Jadakiss' whole rap career is one song. His whole rap career.
Hey,
And Drake's whole rap career since he started singing is Another Sad Love Song.
Yeah, it is. Hey, but he got
he is the Tony Braxton of rap, fam.
yo, he got this one song where he's
That's better than Mike. He is the Tony Braxton of rap.
he's the Tony Braxton of rap.
He's the Tony Braxton of rap, fam.
Okay.
Straight up. Because Tony only sing like 2 notes too. No, I'm just fucking.
Oh,
Hey,
you
it's
know
your
what?
sex symbol.
Hold up. If that's
It's
the
your
case,
sex
then
symbol, so it works.
he's definitely the Lauryn Hill of rap. I mean, he's the male Lauryn Hill then, because Lauryn Hill could rap her ass off, but she couldn't sing to save her life.
And she rather sing.
Yeah,
She blew up from her singing.
yeah.
She blew up from her singing, just like Drake. Dude, you know what? I'm gonna mention somebody that man gonna piss you off because I know
Okay.
you rock with dude. To explain the only props I'll give Drake as far as understanding what he's doing is the homie Fonte
Yes. Yeah.
said singing pay the bills.
Yep.
Rapping
Yep,
don't
and-
pay the bills. Singing pay the bills. So
And
that's why he sing more than he rap now.
dude, he said it in the song. He said something. He said what sounds best. He said something like something basically because with hip hop he wasn't critically acclaimed. He wasn't any of this shit, and he was broke.
Mhm.
And then he was like 4-time Grammy nominee when he started singing.
The little
It's like-
brother and them, yeah.
Yeah, and like
But,
that's the whole
you know
thing.
what? But I think for me, when it comes to him, for me, it's easier to digest because when he sings, it's for an exchange.
Oh, Fonte? Well, no, his last album
He
he
sang-
did a lot of singing.
But he sang on all of Little Brother shit.
I
Not-
know,
yeah.
but he raps more than he sings on
That's-
Little Brother's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His last solo album was like half and half. A lot of cats didn't like that. But
I
the
liked
like-
it.
other thing, though, but here's the other thing, though. Fonte is a genuine nigga, though.
Mhm.
Fonte a genuine dude. So it's a little different. One, you know he write all his own stuff. That's not the point with Fonte. It was more of the conversations that
Yeah.
we had through the music
Yes.
was genuine. You know
So,
what I'm saying?
yeah, because Drake
Basically,
says
yeah, he a cooler nigga.
yeah, and because
You know
Drake
what I'm saying?
says he got his whole style from Fonte.
Yep.
He's on record saying that.
Yep.
So this is what I think then. Since Drake got his style from Fonte,
Mhm.
what I see is us being shallow as fans. Because you know what Drake had that made him a bigger star than Fonte? He had a Bill Belichick-like system to propel him to stardom. If the
Mhm.
very person who he's emulating, now granted Fonte is older, so his content is more mature,
Mhm.
but why is it that the originator, Fonte has some success. I think he's wildly more successful than he used to be, which is
Right.
happy about, which is why he starts singing than rapping more. But
Mhm.
then we have somebody in this beautiful system like Drake has, where he's just through the roof. Like,
Mhm.
what does that say about us as consumers who say we love authenticity and we love artistry? Why isn't Fonte?
Because
First of all, who the fuck is us?
Because first off, I
I'm not
think
that, dog. Go ahead, Trey.
when it comes to Drake, I think y'all and okay, if you want to say us, y'all, whatever, I think that nigga bait and switched the shit out of y'all. Cause
Drake did?
when he on them mixtapes, that nigga was spitting like bars. He was spitting with Lil Wayne. He was spitting with Nicki. He was talking thug shit. He was talking party shit. He was talking big money shit. And then as soon as that nigga got on, he was like, "She broke my heart. I'm hurt."
He said,
Hey.
"Ouch, ouch."
And then to your other point, another reason why.
He went
Why
808s and heartbreaks for the rest of his career.
Right. Another reason why Fonte didn't is because Fonte's heartbreak songs was a little different than Drake's. Fonte's heartbreak songs was, "Bitch, you ain't shit. I'm getting a divorce."
Yeah,
Drake's
I love
heartbreak
his
songs
album.
was-
Charity Starts at Home.
Yeah, Drake's shit was, "Baby, how could you do this? I still love you," and ain't no accountability. They still love that shit Drake did. The shit that
I know you fucked 12 niggas.
Yeah.
I want to take you back anyway.
yeah, that shit that Fonte was saying was different, fam.
Yeah,
And yeah, that wasn't gonna blow up.
but I believe it
Can't
also
tell your
has some.
fans they ain't shit.
I think it also has to do with packaging as well. I think it's pretty
There's some
much
of
like.
that.
I think when it comes
Well,
to
Drake a candle lighting motherfucker Fonte is not that.
But that's what I'm saying. So, when it comes to music, we like our favorite artists to look a certain way, to appeal a certain way. And the thing is, this is why I love to go back there, and I love to talk about how, you know, when it came to More Money, More Problems, Kelly Price was singing in the cloud. Why? Because she wasn't as encouraged to be herself as Lizzo.
True.
So it's
I mean,
like,
but you can go
it
back
says
further than that. Then
fans are superficial, man, when it comes to that shit. And
Oh, that's fact.
and I think
But
only
you can-
until
you can go
somebody like
back further than
Adele
that.
came did people start appreciating bigger artists, like bigger figured artists. But like all these American record execs was like, nope, you got to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
I don't know.
Didn't they do the same thing to Jill Scott?
Yep, that's a great.
She was,
But her talent
she was
was
the original
bigger.
singer on the Root song.
Yeah, that's a great point, which brings us to our first and last topic, since we've talked for an hour in 99 minutes. It's like, so to Tripp's point, the Roots had that song done, and it had Jill Scott on there, and she sang her ass off. So I'm a big fan of the Roots, so they released a song, they released a mixtape with J Period a while back, and it had the original You Got Me on there. And it sounded beautiful.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, that brings us to what we're about to face now. Miss Badu versus Jilly from Philly. And I'm going to let you know, like, I have my kufi upstairs. It's made. I got, like, some hemp shorts.
Dog is really trying to be her next baby daddy.
Dude. Yo, I'm gonna be watching this shit with a straw hat on, and
You gonna be barefoot?
Yeah, dude.
Gotta be, fam.
Yo, and I'm gonna have a motherfucking plant-based tank top on, nigga. Like, just in case. You know, like when people go live, you can like request. Look, I'm shoot my shot.
I ain't mad at you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like,
Hey.
we're about to embark upon like just these phenomenal queens doing their thing, man, and it's just like,
I would just rather Jill do it. I'd just rather they did concerts instead of this little versus battle. But
Wait, when is it happening?
May 9th. May 9th. Yeah, May 9th, dude. This is big.
Why don't you guys have a watching party and record an episode?
Dude, we should
invite people to join and shit.
Dude, we should do that, man. Cause I'm just gonna be in my element.
Watch party.
Yeah, dude. We should do it, man. Listen.
We can moderate it. People can chat if they want to speak. We can allow them. They can raise their hand or whatever.
You know what I'm saying? I got this Badussi candle. Like I wasn't supposed to
Did you
tell
get
nobody
one,
about.
Them motherfuckers sold out too fast. I couldn't get one.
Yo, I paid like $800 for this one, man. So I hope it's the real thing. Cause
should have just went and got the real thing.
Yo, I'm gonna be down here in the man cave with the LEDs, and my Badussi candle lit. Like, I'm ready, fam.
It's bootleg. It's gonna smell like trout.
I'm trying to tell you, dog.
He said Smell like tripe.
Mm.
This nigga.
That's it. So clearly you pulling for E. You pulling for Erica in this shit.
No. That's the
I'm
thing.
going with Jill, fam.
That's the thing. I'm so torn. So I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, I think these are both like extremely beautiful women.
Mm.
But what I love about them both is just I love their artistry, how it comes out. I love, honestly, the reality is these are the only two people, in my opinion, who survived the neo soul era.
That's fact.
I'm gonna tell you this though.
That's fact.
If Jill Scott do the dick sucking mic thing on the 9th,
Then
it's
she
over
won.
for Erica.
She won, fam.
No, you know what?
Erica's gonna have to do the window seat thing.
There you go.
Erica
So there's a
gonna have to
comeback.
Erica gonna have to get up and walk away
Look,
with no drawers
yeah.
on.
All she gonna say is, "Hold on, I need a window."
Oh shit!
And she gets
Yeah.
up and walks away,
You're
and
gonna
I'm
have
gonna
to
let
do
you
that.
know. Listen, I'm just saying, bro. So
Which I don't think either one of them gonna do, but yeah, that'd be not.
I don't know.
That's
Erica
worth
might walk away naked.
That's worth watching.
Erica might, because when she did the window seat video, she did that shit for real.
Yep.
And they had no permits
None.
to be filming that video when they did it.
But that's the thing I like about Erica, dude. Like she's just like she's such an artist. I mean, I don't think she gets as much props as she should. She gets props of being, you know, a beautiful woman that people like desire.
I think
in
she
a certain
scares
way.
a lot of people.
That too, but check this out. Something came out where she's the only artist with her own streaming platform.
Yeah.
I mean, amidst, you know, she's a beautiful woman. She's got classics, but she's still trailblazing, and she embraces the younger artists. So for me, if I was trying to position myself to make it as an artist, I would have a list of people that I would follow, and Erica would be one of those because she still has found a way to be herself and win.
Man,
So
Jay got a title too, though. That's kind of the same thing.
Who does?
Jay having
He
his
sold
own
it.
streaming service. Oh, he did.
I thought he sold title.
Did he sell title? I thought he sold some of it. Maybe he did.
Well, I think he must.
No.
Maybe he sold some shares. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying though. And Jill definitely doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny, man. Well, I'm looking at the cats on social media that are previewing the quote unquote versus battle between them two, and it's split right down the middle, hip hop versus R&B, because Erica is more hip hop. You can even hear like even on the You Got Me, the two versions.
Yeah.
Erica sang that shit like a hip hop singer. Her hook kind of blends in with the track. And Jill saying that shit like an R&B diva.
See, okay,
like
so here,
Jill Hook was the star. Jill saying that shit.
Okay, so now we're going somewhere, right? So, and that brings me to a point. And before I make that point, I'll say it's also all over the internet because you know Jay-Z makes playlists because he's the primary owner of Tidal, right? So he makes playlists. I think it's maybe I'm getting it wrong, but I think like 5 years ago, Jay-Z made a playlist on Tidal, and he kind of blended their names. It was something Skadu or something like that, which was nothing but Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. And a lot of people have been referencing that playlist as like in selecting songs from that playlist to battle up against each other.
Right.
Which is, I think that's pretty cool. And people like Hove saw it 5 years ago. But then there's the other thing. I love them both. But let's be clear. In my eyes, there's only one singer in this battle.
Facts.
Erykah Badu is not a singer. So it's like this battle isn't as clear cut because Badu might make you have them. She's got them bops. You know what I'm saying? She's kind of like Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige can sing, but she can't sing.
Right.
So the thing, what you have is you have a vocal talent that Jill Scott has. If vocal talent is ranked high on that rubric as far as
which
what
is
makes
why I
you
said
best,
I didn't like your argument about singers not writing because in R&B it is the vocal.
Because your voice is part of that instrument. Yes.
You're there for the voice, not even so much the words.
Right.
Don't nobody give a damn about Whitney not writing a song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Agreed.
It's always been about her vocals.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
So if this is about vocal talent,
Mhm.
clearly Jill Scott wins this by a landslide.
Right.
But a lot of people, you know, most of the people that I'm friends with are more, they lean towards hip hop and R&B as their music preference, you know. But it's like, but just vocally, Jill wins by a landslide.
Right.
But then when you go to hip hop classics,
right.
if it's hip hop classics, Jill may win none of those.
Right.
But then when it comes to like the most soulful shit ever, Badu might win one of those. So that's what make this so intriguing. And the one thing that like I find myself, because they're very, very open and very confident in their sexuality, both Miss Jill and Miss Badu. But like the energy of like most people think, you know, when women get together, it might be like I don't know. To me, I just figured this is gonna be like all love. I think this is gonna be like all love between them two, and I think it would be like, I'm trying to find, maybe because I'm such a biased fan, I'm trying to see
But you know what?
Competitiveness between them.
That's
what I'm wondering. Will we see that?
But you know what? When Little John and who was the dude? T-Pain, when they did theirs, like it wasn't no beef, like it was all love, like.
Right.
You know,
but that's what I'm saying.
The versus thing is not really a beef thing unless like the fan or the person watching it is making it a beef thing. It's definitely all entertainment, and I think like for like the Little John and T-Pain one, I think the thing that did come out of it, or a good thing that came out of it, was those guys were producers.
Right.
So they were actually, some of the songs you were hearing in their versus battle, what you're not going to get in the other ones is they were playing unreleased content like, hey, I recorded this 2 years ago.
Right.
And I still ain't released it.
Right.
Like Little John played a song and it was him, Usher, and somebody else, and the shit was fire.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, dude, like, why the fuck you holding on to that? He said, Usher told me I can't release it yet.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I would counter that. Knowing how much Erykah Badu is like she's her own machine. I don't doubt that she don't have like a team, but you can tell she's running it. I'm willing to bet she has unreleased music.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think we could get that. What the fuck? What happens if we get some unreleased Badu? That might be fucking bananas, dude.
Dude, Erykah would be the only reason why, even though I'm probably a bigger fan of Jill, the only reason why Erykah would lose is if she tried to get a little too artsy and play her non-popular shit.
Yeah,
they go hit for hit. Like, Jill ain't got nothing to match with Honey. You know what I'm saying? Erykah cuts is too funky, man.
She's got that. Yeah, she definitely's got that. Yeah.
Bops, man. And Jill is more.
But I don't know. I could counter Honey with Jill Scott's The Real Thing. That's funky. The guitar in the beginning. That's
a little funky,
yeah.
Crown Royal could jump in there, but her stuff is a little more jazz.
That song is about me. I hope y'all know.
There's a lot of R&B and funk, huh? What's that?
I'm just, you know what? I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
What's that?
The song.
This nigga said the Crown Royal song by Jill Scott was about him.
1000%.
You weren't even drinking when the song came out.
That's what I'm saying. It was my destiny, because when we was rocking, she told me, no, straight up. She told me, she was like, baby, listen, I'm gonna play this song for you. And this is who she's like, I know you don't drink. And even if we're not together, when you do embark upon Crown, whether it be Apple, that was before Apple, nigga. She told me this.
That was a while ago.
She manifested this. She's like, even if it's
she
Apple,
knew it was coming, huh?
Yeah, she was like, I want you to remember me. So I'm just saying, like You know what I'm saying? Like just like JG used to be with Janet, and I know
Yeah.
it was hard for him to leave her. Like it was
It
hard for
was,
me to.
man.
It was hard for me to leave Jill, but that song is definitely about me, bro.
Man.
Sure,
You can,
1000%.
man.
Crown roll on ice, my
Yeah,
nigga.
we probably
JG
gonna have to
said
fight.
leave Janet. What is you talking about?
Huh?
What'd you say now?
JG said he didn't leave Janet.
I didn't, man. I'm
Oh.
still with Janet.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that, but I had to end it. You know what I'm saying? I had to end the way my current
That was a
relationship set up.
publicity stunt when she was with that little nigga from
Listen,
Atlanta. That was,
I mean, it could work. I mean, both of their names start with the same. Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
JG, JD.
No, you missed that one, Trip.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying
you know?
Jill and
Yeah, Janet.
Nope, I ain't touching that one. JG, JD.
You stupid. dog. You stupid.
you already in trouble
That's
anyway.
gonna be interesting though, man.
Yeah,
Erica Band is funky though. She got some hits. She got some straight jams.
so and I think by
Jill
the
got
time,
some good
by-
music.
yeah, so by the time we record,
Funny you say the time. To my point, there were cities, the
Mhm.
bigger cities, Prince wouldn't let them play
yes,
because the time appealed to the black crowds. Prince wanted to be pop. You dig what I'm saying? So
yeah,
when he got to certain cities, man, them cats wouldn't be on the show
and that's
because he knew they was gonna steal the show. Straight
wow,
up.
that's a very good point.
Dog, I mean, the time they had them cuts, man. They had them
Yeah.
R&B joints. You know what I'm saying? So
That's crazy.
Little Red Corvette don't fuck with Cool and nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
To get
it
it up
don't.
and all,
And
you know what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
whole different sound. So like, I
Right.
mean, I think so. It's something to be noted. And like, by the time we come back next week and record, the battle will be over. So it'll be really cool for us to kind of revisit some of our predictions.
Yeah.
I didn't want to dive into like specific songs, but we touched on that a little bit. But I think it'll be really interesting coming back, seeing the after effect. And like I said, I'm willing. Not willing. I'm really, really hoping to see some competitiveness. Like, cause I saw with Babyface and Teddy Riley. Like Babyface was like talking shit like on a Jordan-esque level. Kind of like I'm gonna tell you this, cause he's like I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna do it. And then like like when Babyface was like when he said the shit about I don't even fucking do remixes, bro. Like I mean, so if we get some of that like that competitiveness with these queens, that's gonna be fucking crazy.
Dude, listen, man.
That's gonna be crazy.
Whoever picked that matchup is not a fan of Teddy Riley. Fuck that shit. Cass was talking about Babyface got too many battles. No, nigga. Babyface catalog is a fucking phone book, fam.
Yeah, it's so
Teddy
diverse.
Catalog is the term paper. You
It's
know
so
what I'm saying?
it's so diverse. And then hold up. He was sitting here just like us, right? And then he just reaches back and grabs a guitar.
Yeah.
Like he just calmly talking, and then he gets in tune, and then sing just like the album. We were just talking about sound quality earlier.
Dude,
When
Teddy
when it was just Babyface by himself,
yes.
when he was playing acoustic guitar, he sounded like he was like 20 years
Babyface.
younger.
Yes.
That
That's
was
what I'm
crazy.
saying.
That was crazy. That was
That
crazy.
shit had me thinking maybe Teddy didn't do all that shit.
I told y'all, Teddy.
Like-
I told y'all, Teddy wasn't ready for the 1-2
Like-
checker.
Like, man,
He
nigga,
wasn't.
like Teddy don't know how to adjust volume, my nigga. How you
He
make
wasn't.
all that?
You know what?
Dog.
He became Mayweather.
I'm saying, fam. I'm like, nigga, is Teddy
Hey,
slow? Is Teddy slow?
He became Mayweather because he's like, what's your email number?
I don't know what dude was on, man. They was like, dog, it's a motherfucker on Twitter right now. His Twitter handle is Teddy Riley's Echo. That's a damn shame, dog. That's messed up.
That's
I
awesome.
think Teddy's slow. I think Teddy's
He
slow.
said
man.
Teddy's slow.
Teddy's slow.
Mama called him Slow Teddy.
I think he's slow. I'm just saying. I think dude might be slow.
Mama called him Slow Teddy. I'm gonna call him Slow Telly.
Hey, speaking of slow, I went off on the special needs dude at the store today, man. That motherfucker smashed my bread.
Wait, wait, what?
I just had to I had to get that shit off my chest, man.
What?
Dude, you finna get drugged.
But you gotta walk us through this.
You're
Like,
not forgiven.
You can't.
Dude,
You
even
can't just
if-
leave
look,
this hanging.
man, look, fam.
It's
I
a
get
clip.
it. You
It's a
special
cliffhanger.
needs, I get it. But
Okay.
bro, bread always goes on the top, fam. You don't put bread in the bottom of the shopping cart, man. You just don't. What the fuck is wrong?
So how did you?
So I just kind of did. I just said, "Hold on," and he just stopped and kind of looked at me. And I grabbed my bread and I said, "That's exactly what I said. The bread always goes on the top." And I put
Oh, that's
the shit
not
on the
bad.
top.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Well,
Keep the moment.
apparently it was because he had to go to another cash register.
You embarrassed him, man.
Face, man. Maybe it's
At first, he told him to back the fuck off 6
Yeah.
feet, grab
Yeah.
his bread.
Oh my
Maybe
God!
it's the look on my face, fam. I don't
Man, he
know.
said, "Fuck you, pack your own groceries."
Right. He
He
was just
said
like,
he had to
I have
go
to
to
go-
another
he just
register.
said that I have to go to the next register. He was like,
He flipped the
kinda
table on your
had that
ass.
rain man.
Oh,
Shit.
oh
Hey,
my
man, I'll
gosh!
discriminate, dog. I'm just saying. Come on,
Oh.
fam.
Dude.
You gonna
Listen, hey,
He's
you.
like, "Fuck your
put
groceries."
bread in and then put shit on top of the bread, man. Fuck out of here. You can't be that special needs, nigga, and have this job. Just saying, fam. Anyway, so yeah.
Anyway, this is.
He's like,
so-
"I done been kicked out of better shit." Well, I ain't been kicked out of nothing. But if I got kicked off of a register, it'd be better than your groceries.
Like, yo, dog was like, it's some cheap ass bread anyway. Well, fuck you, nigga. I got a lot of kids, man. They don't
He
get
said-
Like
this
this nigga, hey, he acting like this Wonder Bread and shit.
You
Right,
know what?
you know
Hold up.
You
So
got the Kroger's bread.
Yo,
You
I'ma
got
shoot-
the
I'ma shoot-
dollar loaf.
I'm gonna shoot homie some bail. If it wasn't whole wheat bread, he was like, he probably looked at the bread as like, he obviously doesn't care for himself or his kids.
Right?
I'm gonna just throw this shit down here.
Whoa.
So he judged you. He was
Man.
he was judging you the whole time.
He
He was like,
probably
this
was.
motherfucker got white
He
bread.
probably was.
It's 100% fat. He ain't getting no
Probably
fucking
was.
like whole wheat, no multi-grain bread. He obviously don't give a fuck if it's on the bottom. I'm putting it in the
Dog was like,
bottom.
He buying all these chicken nuggets. He ain't got little kids. Get out my fucking cart, nigga.
Oh man, he judged you. He's like,
Yeah, I had to.
He's like, it's bullshit.
It freaked him out though, man, when I snatched the bags though.
Oh,
So I'm sorry, special needs people. Just don't smash nobody fucking bread. You don't have no problem.
so JG, your last word is don't smash my bread.
Smash my fucking bread.
Timo, what's your
man.
last words?
You know, when I saw that album coming out for Drake, I actually kind of thought that there was going to be references relating like Michael Jackson numbers and like, so it was interesting. As soon as that shit popped, I'm like, I know, you know, kind of where we're going to go. And I
Yeah.
started thinking, how can you, in reality, like to compare numbers, Michael
Mhm.
Jackson, when he came out, no technology, the big
Mhm.
machine pushing him, when you found the music and when you heard it, it was probably intentional,
Right.
or it's already spread and you finally heard it and then you fell in love with it, or you found it and then it stuck with you for probably years and years and years.
Yeah.
Right? How music gets digested today and released is so different. So numbers, how can you look at streams or sales and really evaluate who is better by the numbers? And I was just thinking about, you know, what if you took, because of technology and how almost like inflation,
Yes.
what was minimum wage then?
Yep.
What's minimum
Mhm.
wage now? What's the percentage increase? And maybe maybe wage isn't the right one to look at. Maybe prices, inflation, and prices in general.
But that's a good point because
And you
they say
take
the same thing
inflation
with. Yes.
and you apply it to Drake's numbers today, and that
Yep.
should give you a realistic number of how Drake, like,
I definitely agree because they do the same thing with Mansa Musa. They say his estimated wealth for today would be X, which makes
Right.
him like the richest person ever still. So there, like you're saying, Dima, there needs to be some sort of scale.
but I think inflation probably would benefit the past better because you would inflate the numbers from before because
Oh my
well,
gosh!
global
Think about,
communication wasn't
think about
there.
inflating those
You know
MJ
what?
numbers
So
based on that
inflate
same
Right.
MJ
scale.
numbers to
Wow.
based on X number.
Oh yeah,
based
that's
on,
right.
you know,
Because
Because
You know
then
what?
if you release it today,
Mhm.
everybody in the world could hear it tomorrow.
Yeah,
or the
because-
same day.
X amount of, because I hear there's a specific number of streams that equal a sale.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is,
So
if we were to
they,
use-
they make that up though.
but they made
Yeah.
this up, and at this point, whatever this made up number is,
I would even just count the streams as sales. If you listen to that song, you kind of assumed you bought it.
But
So,
I'm saying how the music
but
industry
the
is fucking us
problem
right
is-
now is they don't view it that way. They view
Right.
Well,
multiple, like
you
hundreds or
can't.
thousands of streams to equal one sale.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't view it as each stream as a sale, because somewhere in America you got some kid on SoundCloud or Spotify playing the shit out of one song.
Yeah, that's why they have
So-
streaming farms.
Mhm.
They have
But-
farms like this is where J Cole raps about all the time. It's like
Right.
other
if you-
artists are better
okay,
than him.
so the
because
question is,
that-
if you apply an X amount inflation to Michael Jackson's numbers, and I don't know what those numbers are where do they sit compared to Drake?
oh my God, now,
you know
Mike,
what? If you
now
did
Mike
actual
blows him out of
numbers,
the galaxy.
yeah, mine
then.
blow them out of the water. But you
Yeah,
gotta look at it too, Damon. When you go backwards, though, when you go backwards, it's harder to do because when you go backwards, they have actual real numbers.
Yeah, so now you got to multiply his numbers by
Nowadays,
whatever.
yeah, they don't have that. It'd be right. It'd be like, how many times do you think Mike would
Yeah.
have been streamed?
Oh
can't-
my
it's-
goodness,
That's what you'd have to
dude.
figure out.
Right.
That is crazy.
But that's
You know
the
what I'm
inflation
saying?
number.
Because Mike's, however, like I say this, and I'm not just because I'm not a Drake fan, but I'll
Mhm.
say this: Mike worldwide sales with no technology
Right.
and Drake's stream numbers,
Yes.
Mike might have him beat.
Already.
That's what I wanted. Yeah. So
Actual
compare
sales.
Before
I
the
mean-
mathematical. So is that what you're saying?
without adding that in? I'm just saying if you took Mike's worldwide sale numbers
Boom.
and compared them,
I want to see
Yeah.
that.
Stream
Yeah, and then I want to
numbers,
inflate.
Yeah.
Mike.
Mike
See,
still got him
see how-
beat without changing any number.
Yeah.
So
You know
I
what
Think
think
about it like this: when Mike was out, he was on the radio, and we sat
yeah.
by the radio just to hear that song once an
Yeah.
hour.
So is it
Imagine if we
disrespect
had the ability to play Mike shit
over and
whenever
over?
we wanted to.
So I guess what I want to get to is if Drake released an album with no technology available, where would
Yeah.
his career land compared to Mike's?
And
Oh.
in the gutter.
Yeah, that's
Because
what I
the
think
nigga
so
really
too. He
can't
probably
sing.
would, you know.
Yeah.
See, but
He
you
really
can say.
can't sing.
But the thing is, but
so
you
he
can say
have
that
no
about.
auto-tune, and he'd be trying to sing and rap at the same time with no
Yeah.
technology.
But you can say that about everybody. But what my takeaway is just an insult to compare Drake to Mike.
Mhm.
Because of just inflation alone. If we put those hardcore numbers that are already etched in stone of MJ, and we multiply them by this fucked up
Made up
formula
number that we find
somebody
out.
created. So I think, and it brings me to what'll be my last word is what I would like us to talk about the next podcast is, because somebody has to do it. When does the artist take back control? Since we know all these facts about how much they not getting for each stream and all these other things, I want that to be like a whole discussion about just like how does an artist take back control and is it even possible in this streaming era? So like that's kind of my last words. It's something I want to kind of like float out there as a little cliffhanger, and then we come back to it next week. But Trip,
Okay.
what do you got for your last words?
My last words is Tyrese. Like, Tyrese, buddy, I don't know what you're doing. I
Hold
don't
on.
think you're really doing much of shit.
What's happening
But
with
sitting
Tyrese?
around, huh?
What's going on with Tyrese? I have no
Nothing.
idea what you're
But
talking about.
He-
If you
that's
shut
what
the
he
fuck
talking
up and let me finish my last words, you
You know what?
Tyrese, go get you a ghostwriter and rap on 3 songs and sing the rest of the album and blow Drake out the water. I will buy your shit
Mm,
because you can actually fucking sing.
yeah,
That's
that's
true.
a good point.
Hmm.
Brown could do that too.
Yeah,
Chris Brown.
I heard Chris
Oh,
Brown.
yeah.
And I heard
Rap a
actually
little bit.
Tyrese raps too. He got a whole rap album. His rap name is Black Tie.
Yep.
He just needs to mix the rap and the singing. He need to do that, jump right in Drake lane with him. Both of them got ghostwriters.
Yeah.
Both of them can sing, or both of them sing, but Tyrese can actually sing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, and he dark skinned, dog. They popping right now. He might.
Wow.
Something,
If he in shape, he could take his shirt off for real.
Wow.
Something, dog.
That's a good take, bro.
You should tweet that at Tyrese.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Because the thing is, I still go back to his first and second albums, like, and think about how old they are.
Two things today to go viral. Can't get a virus with the iPhone.
Yes.
Good. And then this.
Yes. You cannot get a virus with an iPhone. Yo, so check it out. As we end this show, I want to give all of you guys props because this is the first show in a while that the pandemic did not dominate this discussion at all.
Facts.
And I think for me, like, I want to go ahead and put that shit out there before we stop recording.
Drake did, though.
Because, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, but I think
Drake is the Rona.
we did a great job by not making that our focal point. So salute
Facts.
to y'all. So we all are finna get out of
be
here.
done.
I gotta go enjoy the weather and all this
Word.
other good shit. But again, this has been the Melodrama Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. And as always, we couldn't care less, but we fucking love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Oh my God, I almost forgot the ending.